Hi, I am going to record a short video that I've not done before because I am test riding the new VanMoof S5. This came out yesterday and in London for the first time. Yesterday and today are the first days to give this new bike a test ride. Now, I've just been over in Chelsea, having a good cycle round, and a guy walked by and went, "Nice bike." So if that's what you're looking for, this is the bike for you. So I'm going to share a little bit about this bike. Enjoy it. Welcome to the VanMoof S5. This is a really good looking bike. It's much tidier than previous VanMoofs that looked like they had lots of bits all over the place. It's smart. The integrated lights work really well, give you a lot of confidence when you're riding that you're safe. Hydraulic brakes work particularly well. I'm happy with those. And a comfortable seat. That's the first thing. So who's this bike for? Well, this is a cruiser. This is great for a commute. It's quite a high bike. You sit quite upright. This is not for speeding around corners with a lot of confidence. The cool thing though is the tires are quite fat, and considering there's no suspension, absorb a good amount of bumps in the road. So we're just going to go out for a quick spin. See you in a moment. So I'm on the bike now, and what do I think? Well, first thing, it's got a 3-speed auto gearbox, and this works quite well if you are just enjoying cruising. It doesn't work particularly well if you are someone that likes to tear off from the lights. It can't change down quick enough to keep up with your speed, and you end up spinning and feeling and looking like a bit of an idiot. What I did find is that if you just let off the power and then started to reapply it again, it would change down a gear. But honestly, it's not really good enough if your commuting experience is racing the cars off the lights, which is pretty much what I like to do. Getting into cycling, look, if you imagine an Oxford bike, which is a sort of a cruiser, where you're not in a hurry to get anywhere, that's what it feels like riding this bike. When the gears do seem to be optimized for chilled riding. And if you can do that, great. If you are looking to speed around London as your commuter, then I'd suggest still look for electric, but look for something from one of the big brands like Giant. But for cruising around, what do I think? Look, the handlebars, really comfortable, great support for your hands in the right places. This will cruise at about 25 to 27 kilometers an hour, most comfortably, where you're not feel like you're overly spinning and you're not needing to put too much effort in. There are 4 assist levels. To be honest, I just always leave it on level 4. I know it's the most uneconomic, and to give you an idea, I would only get about 20 miles of real world range from that. So look, I'm 130 kilos. It's a little bit OTT, but you definitely will get a few extra miles if you've got a few less pounds. Otherwise, absorbs the bumps really well, those nice fat tires. It will do 32, 33 at a sprint, but after that it kind of runs out of steam. And that's largely due to gearing rather than the UK's absurd restrictions on the support levels. The one thing that I have found is that this bike is heavily marketed as having a turbo boost, and it doesn't really work. Maybe this is a pre-production bike, and maybe it just doesn't work particularly well, or I've not been shown how to use it, but I wouldn't buy it for that. I have been told though that you can manually change the gears, and so whilst I'm excited by that, I haven't been able to test that. I haven't been shown how it works. It's not particularly intuitive. There are 4 buttons on the bike, 2 big ones, 2 little ones, and I don't know how to change the gears, and I've played around and not a lot seems to happen. But because there's only 3 gears, and I don't think it's going to change particularly quickly, unlike a modern Shimano or SRAM setup, I wouldn't I wouldn't bother if you are looking for this to be your speedy bike around town. So my overall opinion, this is a great bike. It is a great looking bike, much tidier. Well done, VanMoof. I am looking to buy a bike for a 7-mile each way commute from Finchley Road to Aldgate. I would buy this because I don't want to arrive at work sweaty. I used to ride a Trek Racer to work and back, and I would always have to race the buses, and I always needed to stay in front of them. I would arrive at work and be sweaty. If you don't want to do that, but you want a great ride that hopefully will be reliable, that's quick, that you can be encouraged to ride at a leisurely pace, then this is for you. The bike's going to retail at £2,500. Get your orders in now. If you are not looking for what I've just described, I wouldn't bother. I would stick with a different electric bike that's got better gearing, minimum like sort of 8 to 10 speeds, and that's my opinion. Thanks for listening. Cheers. Riding around Battersea Park.